All of you, is visible now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Still
No,
no
sir.
visible. But it's showing here for me it's presenting.
No, sir.
Now?
No, sir.
What the hell happened? Still not presenting it is. Now is it presenting?
No, sir.
No, sir. Yes, sir. Sir.
It's now visible.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So in the previous class, okay, so we have been seeing about HTML, okay, and you had done this exercise. So HTML, we are looking at HTML5, okay, and we saw about tags, okay, and about attributes also. So this is a command based language, hence you'll be studying a lot of commands. So I told you to do an assignment with all these different tags on the outside. So I also taught you about the structure of the web page, which you can see over here, right? So a simple HTML file. So if you take a very simple raw HTML file, will look something like this, okay. So I have already taught you how to run a HTML program, okay. So this is a basic structure. You have the opening tag, the HTML, okay, then you have the closing tag, the header section, okay. So unfortunately the head is not closed here, okay. So this is a header section where you'll have the title tag, the definition, everything. Then you have the body tag where you'll be having all the document tags, that is which is shown over the last slide. So you'll be having text, image, audio, video, hyperlink, forms, general tag, formatting tag, all these different mediums, okay, which constitute as multimedia, will be displayed in the clientele area that you can see over here, okay. So all these will be showed in the clientele area, and this is the HTML tag that we saw in the last class. All of you know up till this, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you know
Yes, sir.
about until this one, okay. So you all know how to run an HTML. Everyone know how to run an HTML file.
Yes, sir.
So suppose there is an error here, will it tell anything? Is there an error here in this file or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Where is the error? Can anyone tell me where the error is here?
Body.
The
Body.
body
The
tag
closing.
doesn't have a closing tab, right? So normally
Yes, sir.
program, when you compile this program, it will tell you an error. What it will tell? In C language you have braces, right? If you miss a brace, what it will tell?
Underline this much. There is some error like
Yes, mismatch error it will come, right? Parenthesis mismatch or this thing something not found, like that, it will give you some error, okay. So here what it will do is, this is a script language, right? So what it will do, the output of one command will be the input to other, likewise. So what it's doing, it's not displaying anything, neither it's showing any error nor it is displaying anything. So if I rectify here and then put it back, you can see that it is automatically coming, okay. So same way, if I suppose leave this one, it won't tell you anything because it just omits this particular, okay. So you don't have anything like an error mechanism over here. Okay, so I have also told you the different tags that are available in this structure format, correct?
Sir,
Yeah,
I'll log in again. I can see your presentation.
all others can see or only you can't see? Everyone else is.
I'll log in now.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
we
We
can
are
see.
able to see, sir. We
If
can
anyone
see.
is unable to see, just log out of Google Meet, again log in, it will come back, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is the general format which I gave you, okay? So the entire browser is this violet line which you can see going outside is the entire browser, including the header and the body section, okay? So in that, as you can see, in the header section, what? Only two tags are there. You need to study head and title. Of course, there's one tag called link that you'll study when CSS comes, okay? So altogether, three tags. Apart from that, link and script will come. So script you'll use when you're using JavaScript, and CSS when you'll use the link script, okay? Other than that, normal HTML, you'll be using only two tags in the HTML in this section. One is called head and another one is called title. When you are a very advanced programmer, this is basic level, okay? So if you are a very advanced programmer, you'll use metadata. There are other tags also, but I'm not going to go into that one. For now, you stick on to the basic one. What are the two tags that you'll use in a HTML document in header section? Anyone?
Head and title. Head and title.
Head and title, okay?
Title.
Right. So coming to the body section, okay? So as I've told you here, so any document, like if for example you take our university website or any website instance, you take it, okay? So it will have the four mediums. What are the four different mediums? Anybody? What are the four different mediums? You study multimedia, right? What are the four mediums by which you communicate? Anyone?
Audio, video, text, graphic.
You communicate using text, right? You have a WhatsApp, you text your friend, correct? So if you have a function, I have to tell everyone what I do. I create an image, right? Last week we conducted one program, we created an image, right? You want to send the information to your friend, you can send it as a voice message, right? Similarly, what you can do, you can send it also as a video also, okay? So these four are the different mediums, okay? And contrary, this is text, image, audio and video are to show the other person your content, right? Similarly, if you want to get someone's content, then you use forms, okay? So that's a different part that I'll tell you later, okay? Now HTML is hypertext markup language, means what? You are hypertext, that means a particular text can lead you to another page. So hence the word hyperlink. So hyperlink is just a manifestation of text. Instead of putting here separately, I should have put it here, but anyway I'll keep it here because image can be a hypertext, audio, video, anything can be a hypertext, okay? So hyperlink is nothing but an image, audio, video, whatever it is. If you click on that, it will take you to another web page. So that is what is called as a hyperlink. Now text, how do you represent text? Anybody? How do you represent text? All of you have studied English, I guess. So how do you represent text? Anyone? What are the basic components of text? Don't think about computer here, think about something else. Then only you will understand computer. Normal text, what does it consist? Anybody?
Letters.
Letters, good. Alphabets. Be interactive. Yeah, you're sleeping in the morning, huh? Your name, for example, Kensan Chiba Ponchen. What is there? It's a collection of different English letters. Okay, each has its own syllables and meaning, and it frames something. So Kensan Chiba Ponchen is referring to a person. He's a male. Okay, in the university we call him by his register number 27. Okay, in the exam cell, if you go and ask Kensan Chimba Ponchen, they don't know anyone. But if I tell his registered number, it is a metadata that will have the information about the badge he has joined, that is 20, then the department code, whether UG or PG, and his serial number in the department. So you can use it to pinpoint. Okay. Now imagine that you have to tell about or describe about Kemcham Sipa Ponchan. How can you describe him? Anyone? Anybody? Can you tell me? You want to describe about something. So for example, you have a beautiful tree in your garden. How do you describe it? What do you do? All of you have studied English, right? What does the English teacher tell you to do?
We write in a paragraph.
Write in a paragraph, a description, abstract. Okay, your seniors are doing the project. We have told them to write an abstract, a description of something. Okay, it can be 1 paragraph, can be 10 paragraph, 20 paragraph, or anything. So how do you identify what is a paragraph? For example, I am giving you a paragraph, right? So for instance, yeah. Now, which is this a paragraph? Anybody? The one that I have highlighted here, is it a paragraph? Anyone can open their mouth and talk.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This is a
sir.
paragraph. So without reading the paragraph, can you be able to tell what is inside that paragraph?
No, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
How?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It's a
Of course, without reading the paragraph, you can tell what is inside the paragraph. How do you do that?
heading.
Something called as a
Title.
heading on the top, right? Open your book and see, for every paragraph or every section you will have a heading. So what is the heading given here? Our foundation. So this
Foundation.
tells something about our foundation. These two paragraphs tell about the vision and mission. So this is called as what? Anybody? What is the name of this one? No one is able to tell. What is the name of this one? No one.
Vision
Title.
Yeah? Tell, man, open your mouth and tell. What is this called? Don't think about computer science, man. What is this called?
Title.
Title, heading,
Heading.
right? It's called as a title or heading. Heading is what? A description of this paragraph.
Para.
Okay, so you have a paragraph here. It's given what? About. Okay, here I have another line. Okay, so as you said, for example, this one is what? A collection of different alphabets. This sentence is a collection of different words. This paragraph is a collection of different sentences. And heading is a component by which you can identify what is inside this one. Understand or not? All of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can you just tell me the difference between this particular text which are highlighted here and the one on top of that? Can anyone tell me the difference? If you want, I will zoom it a little bit so that you can understand now. Yeah. Can you tell me the difference between this St. Joseph University and this one? Apart from the color, everything, what is the difference between these two? Anybody? This one is what? Apart from the color, what is the difference between this particular word or this particular word and this particular word? Anyone, can you tell me? Apart from the color, what is the difference between these two? This about is there.
Title and paragraph.
Yeah?
Title and paragraph.
Title and paragraph. Now I am not asking that. Of course, this is a title and this is a part of a paragraph. I am asking other difference. Apart from the color. What makes this one stand out?
Description.
Not description. What makes this one stand out? What makes this one stand out? What makes this one stand out? Can anyone tell?
Details.
Close enough, but not fully. This one is bolded. This one is regular font. Can you see the difference? This
Yes, sir.
it's little bit fatter, right? So it is being formatted. Okay, to stand out as a heading what you're doing here, this one is actually formatted. Okay, a heading is little bit different than what is given here. Okay, so you can see here news and events, it is a little bit bolded. Okay, so that one is what is called formatting. Okay, where the hell it went? Huh. So that is called what? Formatting. Heading tags. Okay, general tags I will tell you, like commenting and all, that will come. Now you all know what is a paragraph, correct? So what do you call this one? Can anyone tell me what do you call this one? Is this a paragraph? It is also a collection of different sentences. So do you call this a paragraph or anything else? Open your mouth and tell, man. What do you call this?
Point.
List.
Yeah, list.
List.
What type of list?
Okay.
Is it called an ordered list? Does it have any order? Or is it an unordered list?
The order list.
Unordered.
It's an
Ordered.
unordered list. How do you tell it's an unordered list? Ordered means something that is arranged. Unordered means something that is not arranged. Correct? That is not in order, that you call unordered. So how do you tell this is an unordered list? Anybody?
This is not arranged like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, good. So in an order list you have 1, 2, 3 in the front. Correct? Correct or wrong? In unordered,
Yes, sir. Sir. We have some symbols.
what symbols?
Star, dot.
Star, dots. Okay, so all these are some kind of objects or ASCII images that are placed in front. Like for example, what symbol is this one? Anyone can tell? What symbol is this? Yeah, you don't know. Anyone? No one knows this symbol. Are you not able to see or don't know what is this one? What symbol is this? Anyone can tell? Hmm?
Finding out.
Tell.
Finding out. Finding out.
It's an hand symbol which is pointing out. Okay, right. So this is called list. And what is the other one? What do you call this one here?
Tables.
This is called as a table.
Table.
Why do you call this as a table?
List.
Anybody?
Arranged with row and columns.
Arranged as rows and
Row and columns.
okay. So here you have a list. Okay. Here you don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. Although here you have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a collection of rows and columns, and hence you call as a table. Okay. So any web page you take, you have different comments. For example, what you call this this one on the top? What are these called? Anybody? You don't know what even this one is?
Image.
This is an image. What's the difference in telling image, man? What do you call this one here? What do you call this one? This is a text or image?
Number.
Huh?
Image.
It's an image.
Image.
Here you can see one small icon. Now what do you call that one? Anybody?
University symbol. Emblem.
I know it's
Emblem.
university symbol, university
Logo.
emblem and all. Yeah, what did you call it correctly? What is the
Logo.
technical word with which this one is called? Anybody? Any genius in the class? What do you call, for example, you go to Google, okay? What do you get over there? Yeah. So when I type Google, I get the same symbol over here, okay? Whatever you want to call, you can call. Yeah. You can see here now what is there. The symbol of Google pops up here, right? Now if I keep it over here, Hmm. So what do you call that one? The symbol on the top when you type it in the title bar. I thought you only two tags, right? One is the HTML and title tag, but there is an icon popping up here. Can anyone tell me there's a name for that one? Can anyone tell? No one has heard it. It is called as the
Logo.
fav icon. Okay, it's a fav icon. What you can do is you can generate that particular icon. Suppose you are creating a particular web page, right? So there is something called fav icon generators in the web. Okay, and it will convert it the JPEG to ICO file. ICO file is nothing but icon files. So all these which you see in the desktop, all these are called as icons. Okay, icons are just 1 KB image, very small images in a small grid like shape. Okay, and if you go to the favicon website, it will generate and give you a link like this one. Okay, so all you have to do is take the image, put it in your folder, and I told you the link tag, right? So link, and you have to put this icon in the title bar, and automatically you will get this one. Okay, so after teaching the first unit or this HTML tags, I'll teach you how to put this fav icon. Although it's not in your syllabus, I'll teach you a little bit later. Okay, so as I was telling, yeah. So in the body tag you have text. Text is a collection of English alphabets or Tamil alphabets or Hindi alphabets or whatever you want to call it. It's a set of symbols used to create words. Words will create sentence. Sentence will create paragraph. If you want to have meaning, like for example your result is being published. Okay. So if I am writing the result of 27 students as in a paragraph, will it be easy for you to look into it? Anybody?
No, sir.
The result of BCA is as follows, right? Register number Baswana as code in paper number U17CA31, this much mark, and in paper this one, this much mark, and in like that the next paragraph. If you put like this, will it be more readable? Will it be readable or not? Will it be readable or not? Open your mouth and answer, man. If I put the marks as a paragraph, will it be readable? Your results. But no one is here.
No, sir.
No, sir.
It won't be readable, right? So similarly, if I am putting your marks like this, so Ajito, register number something, I don't know what your register number is. So 01 and I'm putting U17CA31 is a relational RDBMS, okay, something, and then his mark. Okay, then again the same thing up till here. Okay, and I'm putting the U17CA32 and something like this. I'm keeping on putting. Is this more readable than the first one? Is this readable or not?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Is it readable? It is better than the first one. Okay, but it will be even better if you can choose a table and put it, right? So a table will be much more readable for this particular content. So when you are displaying a particular text, you have to find out which particular thing will suit you better. Okay, so you have when you are putting a text, you have to decide whether you have to put a paragraph, table or list, what type of tags to make your heading stand out. All those things you have to identify. Now speaking about this paragraph, I'll quickly show you the tags that are normally used in this regard. Okay, so already we saw this one, and this is a very small program which I told you last week. Okay, and I also taught you how you have to run it. Okay, you have to save it as .html in a particular folder. So my folder is sorry, I have kept it here under code. but there will be too many code here, so I have saved it as sample. Okay, so this is the file which I have sent, and I am using a Notepad++ editor. Okay, but you can use Notepad also, but when you save, you put it as alt text and then you save it. Okay, so suppose you are typing in Notepad, means when you are saving, you have to select all files and then save it. Okay, so here in Notepad it's a privileged one, so it's not needed for this one. So okay, quickly we'll start with the paragraph tag, which we have already seen. So this is just a content, and okay, so this is a paragraph tag. Okay, so first I have one paragraph, then I have a tag called as HR. Can anyone tell me what is the HR tag? Anybody? What does the HR tag do?
Horizontal rule.
Horizontal rule. Good. So you have a horizontal line that is running around here, so that is called HR. So whatever content I have affixed between this one and the end over here, okay, it's been displayed. Now if you can note here, the first line comes over here, then the second line is coming at the next line only. Okay, next line in the sense, next it's not continuous, but it's breaking out here. So which is the tag that is supposed to break this line? Anybody? I have two lines here, okay, three sentences in fact, but here instead of continuing to the end over here, I have broken this and brought this to the next line. So can anyone tell me which tag is responsible for that one?
BR.
BR. Okay, as the name suggests, break, BREAK. So the first two letters of break is given here. So if I want to break a particular line and come to the next line, I use BR. BR is just line feed. So if I give a BR over here, it will create a gap over here. Okay, it's just called as line break. Line break is the printed term. Okay, previously you had dot matrix printers, and there you had a term called as line break and all. Okay, line break is nothing but, you might have seen the olden typewriters, right? So they keep on typing, it moves to one end, then what you have to do, you have to pull the entire mechanism to the one side. So that is called as a line break. So it will rotate the entire head once and then you can start printing. So it's called line feed. There are a lot of names for that. So this BR actually comes from that. Breaking is what? Breaking a line and coming to the next line. Previously you had to do manually. Nowadays it does automatically and you have commands for that. And if you take other printers and all, the technology has now changed. But the terminology is same and it has come from the dot matrix printers. Okay. So if anyone doesn't know what is a dot matrix printer, you kindly go to the net and refer it. Okay. It's once upon a time there was a printer like this. I think the three sisters here might have seen that one. Other than that, anyone else has seen? I don't know. Anybody has seen a dot matrix printer? Anyone? Antique things. Anybody has seen a dot matrix printer? Anyone has seen a dot matrix printer?
Yes, sir.
Where?
Sir, in printing press.
Okay, good. At least one student has seen that. Very good. So a dot matrix printer is something that is used to print, and it is almost operates like a typewriter. So that's where the name comes from. Okay. Right. So a BR is used to break the line. Okay. Okay. So a BR tag is used to break. Then you have a paragraph. HR is for horizontal rule. So these are things which you did in the assignment and you might pretty well know it. There is a set of tags called as the heading tags. Okay. Which if you want, you can use it in front of a paragraph. Okay. So these heading tags range from 1 to 6. and there's nothing fancy about that. 1 is the highest size, followed by 2 which is smaller, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the benefit of this heading tag is automatically it will increase the size. So you no need to increase the size, and it will bold the text for you itself. So for example, if I put a paragraph tag over here, you can see the difference between this one and this one. All of you, can you see? Can you see or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So you can see that this one is bolded, whereas this one is not bolded, right? So this is a heading. You can see this is the smallest one. Of course, it's smaller than this one. Okay, normally in PHP, we'll be using only 3 level headings, that is from this one to this one. But here you can see this one almost matches with H5, right? If I'm correct, I don't know whether I can see properly, but 6 is little bit smaller, and this is an ordinary text. Okay, so this is about heading tags. Okay, so the next tag that you normally use is the list tag. Okay, so morning I was telling you about list. So what kind of list is this one? Anybody? OL stands for what? You all have written. Yeah?
Order list.
Order
list.
list. What does LI mean?
List item.
List item. Okay. So I'll save this file and I'll refresh it over here. Okay. This is the list, right? So you have 1, 2, 3. Okay. So suppose I don't want to start from number 1. What will I do? Suppose, say for example, I want to start from number 50 onwards. So what will you do? Can anyone tell? If I use OL and LI, it will start numbering from number 1 onwards, right? So if I want to change the characteristic of this particular tag and make it start numbering from number 50, for instance, means what should I do?
UL tag.
UL.
UL. No.
UL tag.
What is the technical term? Tag, and another one I told you what? In the exercise I told you, what is the tag definition, and another one I told you, what is that?
Subtag.
Huh? None of you heard about
Subtag.
attribute. Attribute.
Yes, sir.
What is attribute? Anybody? I told you about tags and attributes, correct? Did you write in the assignment, everyone? Tell yes or no, man.
Yes, sir.
You wrote about tags and you also wrote about attributes, right? So what is the purpose of an attribute? It extends the functionality of
Extends to count.
tag, right? Your tag, for example, OL and LI can only start the list from 1. I want to start the list from number 50 onwards. So you are extending the capability of this. How you can do? By using the
Reorder.
yeah,
Reorder from.
by using the attribute start. Okay, so if I give start and number 50 over here, and then I replace this, now what is happening? 50, 51, 52. So normal tag will only start from 1. So if I don't have this one over here, okay, this is the normal tag, and what is this functionality program to do? Start the list from 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3, and it goes on serially like that. Suppose I want to start from number 50 or number 150. Okay, what do? I add an attribute so that it will start from 150 onwards. Okay, so this attribute will help you to extend the functionality of this particular tag. All of you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is ordered list. What is the other list? Can anyone tell?
Unordered list.
Unordered list. What is the tag for unordered list?
UL.
UL. Good. So if I give just UL, LI tag will say the same. Only thing what you have to give here, U. Okay, the start and the end tag. And now you refresh, what happens? Coffee, tea, milk. Okay, so you can see that the numbering in the front or the indices in the front has changed from 1, 2, 3 to some kind of bullet points. Okay, so hence it is called as unordered list. Okay, you also have several attributes which you can go and refer. So the next important tag is the table tag. So everyone knows what is a table, right? Okay, so for example, should I take this example? Yeah. So how do you read in a table? Do you read column wise or do you read row wise? Anybody?
Row wise.
Yeah, you normally read row wise. So any book or anything you are reading, you read from the left to the right, correct? Do you have to read from left to left when you are reading? I am asking.
Left to right.
Left to right.
It depends on the languages, right? If it's Arabic, means what will be left to right? What tasalam
No,
Arabic?
Right to
Sir,
right,
it's right to left.
Yeah, right to left, or this is what? Left to right. Okay, this is English left to right. Arabic and Urdu and all is from what? Right to left. It depends on the language. Whatever it be, to convey the meaning, you have to go in the horizontal direction, not in the vertical direction. Correct? Any text or any information you want to know, always your eye scans from what? Horizontally, either from left to right or right to left. Depends on the language, but you don't go from top to bottom. Right? Correct or wrong? You see a road, right? Do you read from right to left or top to bottom? You yourself see an image in front of, just point your eyes outside the window or see something in front of you. Will you be looking from right to left or top to bottom? Which way your eyes will move? Anybody? All of you are looking out, I know that, but just tell me. Whether your eyes go from left to right or right to left or top to bottom. Which way your eyes going?
Left to right.
Yeah, it goes from left to right only. Every time you are programmed to see from left to right or in any horizontal direction. When you see a person, you want to see his head and then his leg. Will you do that? You will be fixated only on the face. You won't be looking at anyone's leg. Will anyone? Is anyone talking with anyone? Is just looking at their leg? Anybody?
No, sir.
No,
You
sir.
won't look at their leg, right? You will be looking at their face only. Okay. So your head is not programmed to go down, up and down. It is only programmed to go left to right. Okay. Only if something there is in the ceiling or something is the floor only, it will bend you and it will make up effort to look into that. Otherwise, it will be just looking at the top, left, or it will be looking at the right. Okay. So you might have heard a technical term called as periphery vision. Anyone has heard that? Peripheral vision. Anybody knows that one? Have you heard the term peripheral vision? All of you can see, right? That is called vision, correct? What is vision, man? Anybody, can you tell me what is vision? Ninato? Mr. Ninato? I think that guy slept off. Ninato?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by vision?
Vision.
Means? Quick, tell me. What do you mean by vision?
Able to see. Able to see or
Able to
vision.
see.
See.
Right? So you have something called as a central vision and another called peripheral vision. Okay. So in the corner of your eye, if you just stand straight and you try to look, you can see 180 degrees. But every time in your field of vision, what is in front of you only, you will be focusing and see. Right? So like someone from the side of you is trying to throw something, means you will be able to capture it in your peripheral vision. Okay. So without moving your head, just look straight and try to look from left to right. You can see almost 180 degree in your plane. Okay, you stand against a wall and just without turning your head, move your eye from left to right, you can see the whole thing. Okay, so that is called peripheral vision. You can see if anyone trying to throw from the left side or right side from a blind spot, you will be able to easily detect. Okay, so that is called peripheral vision, and it's a human anatomy that you always read from left to right. So the reason why I am telling is the next thing that you have to do is something called as a table. Okay, right. So next is called as the table tag. Okay, so now that I am running out of time, I'll just copy and put this one. So this is a table. Now you can see there is a tag called as TR. Can anyone tell me what is TR?
Table row.
Table row. Good. Can anyone tell me what is this one? TH?
Table head.
Table head. In fact, it's table heading. Okay. Then you have TD. That is what is called TD. Anybody? What is this tag? Table data. Good. So now if I display this particular tag, what do you get? You're getting table, you're getting month savings. Now for example, right, so instead of putting TH over here and I just put TD over here, what will it do? What does it do now? Anybody? I just taken out the TH tag, okay, and instead I have put I have taken out the TH tag and put TD. So what is the difference between the two? Can anyone tell? Anybody? From your memory, if you are not able to take. So can anyone tell me the difference between the two? Anyone?
Bold. Text bold.
One is a heading, that is already it is bolded, and another one is not a heading. That means what? It is not in bold text. Okay. So without the TH tag, can you put a bold over here? I want this bold, but I don't want the TH tag. Can you do that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How?
By using the tag B
By using the bold
tag.
tag. That also will give you the same effect. Okay. So either you can use the heading tag, okay, to note that this is a table heading, okay, or you can use the normal one and use the bold tag. Okay, that's up to you. The bottom ones, as you can see, are table data. So how are you programming this one? So you can see this table row, which indicates what? The first row. Okay, the first row which you see here is a table heading, hence it has been bolded. Okay, the second one here you can see there are this is second row, this is 3 rows. So this table contains how many rows in total? 3 rows. For each row it has to start from TR and end with TR. So suppose you need another row in the table, means you just keep increasing this one. Okay, so the total number of rows is equal to the number of TR tags that are nested inside this table. All of you understood?
Yes, sir.
Right? So each one, as I told you, a table is read from left to right. Okay, in Word and all, you just create the table. You can type in any fashion you want. Here how we have to go: first row, then first element, second element. This you don't have a concept of column. Suppose you want to increase the column, means you have to increase one more element in each of the row. Understand? So now if I put like this, that means what? This is a table of 3 columns. Okay, of course this is coming as D. Okay, so I haven't put it completely, but this is a table now with what? 3 columns. So you can't increase the column per se. So instead what you do, each table row you increase the number of cells in that. So each table heading or table data, as the name suggests, is equal to 1 cell. You can have as many cells you want across the different TR tags, which will look as if it is a table. So technically it's not a table, it's you are writing it as a paragraph. Understand? So table tag, inside that what you are nesting? You are nesting table rows. So 10 table rows means 10 TR tag, open and close tag should come. If you want to have 10 columns, that means what? In each TR you should have nested 10 TDs and in the first one TH. Okay, only the first head one heading, the rest all will be not heading. Suppose you want to have the last row also bold, you are just totaling everything, means there also you can have the TH tag, nothing in that one. Okay, it won't tell you this is wrong, you have put it wrongly like that, it won't tell you. It's all about your preference. If you want, you can get the heading down. Normally the heading will be on the top. So suppose you want to total it, that means you can put the total over here. Okay, so the table concept is what? You have a TR tag which determines the total number of rows. So how many rows you are having, that much number of TR tags you will nest. Number of columns equal to number of tag entries in the particular table row. Okay, so so if you are having 3 different columns, 3 different cells, means 1, 2, 3, it will be listed out like this one. Understood everyone? All of you understood or not understood? All of you? Everyone has understood?
Yes,
Leave me,
sir.
I'll teach you another tag, okay, which is called the 8 tag. What is the 8 tag used for? Anyone can tell? Anybody can tell me what is the 8 tag used for? Anybody? What is the 8 tag used for?
For hyperlinks.
For hyperlinks. Okay. So if you click a particular text, it has to take you somewhere. So for that you use a hyperlink. So here is a simple hyperlink. If I click, it is opening another file. Okay. In this case, the heading file it is opening. Okay. So if you can see here, I have given a href. What is the meaning of href? Anybody? Abbreviation of href, can anyone tell? Anyone can tell this one? What is href? Href, anyone? It's called hyper reference. Okay. Href stands for hyper reference. It's nothing but you're referring to another page. Okay. So you have certain tags for this. I'm not sure whether it will work. It has some so previously I didn't give this particular option, right? So when I remove this one, okay, and I refresh this one and now I run it, where is it opening? Can anyone tell? If I click this one, is it opening in the same tab or in a different tab? Anybody? It is opening in the same tab. So now if I am giving this one, so what it is, Now what it's doing? You have the original file here, but if you click it, it's coming to another tab. Okay, so that is the attribute called as target. So target equal to blank. Okay, so a target equal to blank, href is what? The path of the file. Now this header.html is in the same folder. Okay, so suppose I keep this in another folder, means like for example I want to open this file. Okay, so that means I have to give the path name, like for example scripts up. So now what I have given? I have given script. You can see here script p underscore br dot html. It is giving the full path name automatically. So if it is in the same tag, you no need to give the path name. But if it is in a subfolder or it is in a totally different folder, means you have to give the path name. Okay, and you can also use this to include your full web address also. So for example www.stjosephuni.edu.in, and you can put here St. Joseph. So it can be used to link internal files as well as external files. So refresh and you click it, it will take you to our university web page. stjosephuni.edu.in. Yeah, it is now taking to the website. You have to include HTTPS, which I didn't do, but if you link it, it will take you to the particular web page. Okay, so here you can give hyperlinks that can be web addresses, or it can be a local file address also you can give. That is the attribute. Okay, so A is the tag that is used for link. You might be wondering, for link why is A given. That I'll tell you in the next class why A tag is given. Okay, because we are running out of time now. Already it's 9:50. Mr. Tasalam, I told you to remind me at 9:50. It's 9:52.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. So you are so engrossed in the class, I guess, and you didn't sleep very.
Yes, sir.
Target is to target a particular window. So target equal to blank, and this will be the link. Okay. So why I told this quickly was that, as a next exercise, what I want you to do is you create the university website with the tags that has been taught to you. Okay, you previously wrote one assignment, right? So whatever tag you have written for general, formatting, heading, use that tag alone. Don't use anything different. Okay, whatever tag that I have given here, I'll put this diagram in the group. Okay, where the hell it went? I'll put this this diagram.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this particular diagram I'll put it in the group. Only the tags that is displayed here you have to use to do this exercise. Forget your assignment for now. This one I'll put it in the group. Only the tags, you forget the form tag. Form tag is not needed now. Apart from this, even audio, video, image also I have not taught you. Okay, only the link tag and whatever is given over here, use only these tags, not any other tag. Okay, why I am telling you is this, then only you will learn how to code a HTML file. Okay, so you have to create a basic university web page. Try to replicate. If you can, you put image file also, that is your problem. But whatever is given here without the CSS, blankly you try to create this university website as you see here. This is our university website. I want you to recreate this one using the tags that are being taught to you. So this one I'll put it in the group. Okay, you can all see this one. Okay, so you have to use the head tag, title tag, paragraph, table, list, general tags, formatting tags, heading tag, You can use any of the tags that is displayed only in the diagram, not what you have used in the assignment, or what you refer in the internet. That and all I don't want. I want to use only the tags that I have given over here. Okay, so only these two, sub and SUP, I haven't done. This is subscript, superscript. This all of you know that. Bold, italic, underline, everyone knows. H1 to H6, this you can do on your own. Only using this tags, what you have to do? You have to recreate this entire web page. Doesn't matter if it's so ugly or not. I want only the structure. So try to recreate the maximum of this particular web page. Don't use any editor. Don't use something fancy. Use only the tag. Use only Notepad to recreate the same. This exercise is for you to study the tags. Okay, not to make a very beautiful web page. First, kindly understand that one. Okay, don't go copy here and there, or ask your friend, give me your code, I'll copy and send it to the HOD. There's no use in that. Okay, this one is perfect. Whatever exercise I'm giving for you is for you to learn. If you're not interested in learning, don't submit the assignment. Don't go to another one, get from him, copy and send me. There's no use for you and me also. 1 second I can see whether you have done it or not. Okay, it doesn't make a difference. I'm going to put 0 mark anyway if you are copying and giving. So don't try to copy. You're studying for your own self. As I told, this is the basic language that will be used in PHP, in Android world, everywhere. So if you sit and copy, you're cheating yourself fully. Right? There's no point in cheating me. Okay? All of you understood? All of you understood?
Yes.
Sir, do we have to write it or?
Not to write it, you have to type it, you have to run it, take a video of the code that is running, okay, or the screenshot of your program, okay, and the outputs, both the pictures you take and upload it to Google Classroom. I'll create the link and send it to you. This you have to do by tomorrow, or sorry, today evening. Understood?
Sir, I won't be able to do that.
Hmm?
I won't be able to do.
Why?
I won't be able to do.
Why you won't be able to do? Why you won't be
No
able
lab. No lab.
Then how you are here, man? This one doesn't need net at all, man. I will send you the diagram. Okay, you just see the diagram. You know the university web page now.
Laptop
Take a screenshot
manual.
of that one and you can do it. No need net for this one. Net is not at all needed. Only your brain is needed. Okay, I'll give you the
Laptop.
tags. I'll give you a design. You have to write a code that will replicate the design almost to the maximum. That is the only work. No net is needed for this. Okay, this is an experiment not needed with the nets. Understand? Understand or not? No need net for this one. Okay, I will send you the tag list. You know the university web page. You have to just design that and send it to me. That's all. Understood, everyone? Do it in your mobile. Mobile also you can design, no problem. Mobile you have a notepad, no? You, from Android website, Android you download it. Okay, sorry, confusing. There's notepad in the Android web store. Okay, you can download that. You can type in that one, and then you can run the code. Okay, in your normal Android itself, it will run the same procedure only. Whatever I told you on desktop, the same thing will apply to thing. You create a folder in the file system, type all the codes, and then you put it, and it will work automatically. Okay, so quick run of your attendance. Javio, have you come? Mr. Javio?
Present, sir.
Absent for the entire day.
Present, sir.
Javio is absent.
Present, sir.
Where did you go in the morning, man? Okay, Subikatum,
Sir, I'm present.
Sir.
you are also late today. Hito Esmuro, not arrived. Ajito, not arrived. Okay. Who is next hour? Tasalam?
Sir Deepak.
Okay, call him then.
Okay. Sir.
Sir,
Ask him.